welcome to Spain riding. I am Isacsson. I am working with horses and people. I am in Spain, Malaga, and this is my horse Athos. In my channel you will find a lot of videos from easy things to start with up to Grand Prix level exercises. For me it's important that when you start a young horse that you have in mind what you want to achieve. And for me, when I start a young horse, I have Grand Prix movements in my vision. So all the things I teach the horse to start with, I have the Grand Prix level in mind. But of course we need to build that up from very basic exercises for the young horse, and then we can ask for more and more every year. Today I will talk about this special halter, and it's called a rope halter. It's a little bit, many people think it's a little bit Western style, but I think it's communication style. And the purpose with this very fine thing here is that when you are not communicating, it's very light, so it doesn't make any pressure here. And if you want to communicate and you use it, the pressure will be more effective because it's very fine. So it can be more light and it can also be more precise when you need it. This rope here is quite long, 3.5–4 meters. And it's heavy. It's the same kind that you use for boats, and it's heavy, so when you're not speaking with it, it's really hanging, and if the wind comes, it doesn't move from the wind. And if you want to say something, it's heavy so that the signals really come through. If you have like one of these very soft light cotton rope, you cannot communicate very well. So with this thing I can make very hello Athos, very small movements. I will show you here. When I ask him to go backwards, I start with just my finger, and then I let this movement go more and more. And if he, okay, it's almost, we do it again. Now he's definitely taking a step backwards. And this is, like I showed you in the other video, you first ask the horse very nice and easy, and then you increase, you put the energy level up, and you continue until you get the reaction. Then you release, and it's a good thing to breathe when you release, because then you really relax, because many times you are so in what we are doing, so that we are still having pressure, tension. So when the horse is doing the right thing, we release and relax ourselves. It's very important that the horse leads well. So, and the normal position, like we can say it like a starting position, is that I have my position here, and this is also a little bit of a safety position. If you are not aware of the horse and you're walking in front of him, he can bite you. You cannot see what he's doing, so he can, even if he's not biting you, he can challenge you without you see it or understand it, and it's difficult for you to defend your space there. Many people think that if you just walk in front of the horse you have a good leadership, but that is not really the truth. From here, I am away from his hind legs, so if the horse gets crazy, I will not get kicked. I can keep the distance away from this front legs, so he will not step on me. And again, if I'm walking in front, he can accidentally step on my feet, and I try to keep this position. And then we have like the basic aids, and that is forward and stop. And that is the first thing. Of course, the first thing we need is to make the horse used to the equipment, but that's another story. And now this horse is 14-year-old, so he's definitely not afraid of the equipment. When we have this good starting leading position, we need to ask the horse to move. And for me, I have sounds. When I want the horse to move, I say, and if he's not listening, I use this one a little bit behind here, so say, let's move. And he's supposed to respect my space here. He's not supposed to put his shoulder to put me away or get too close. So if he's coming too close here, I just ask him nice and gently to respect my space. I don't want him to walk over me. And if I put myself a little bit more away from him, he's supposed to follow me. If I put myself a little bit more here towards him, he's supposed to move away from me, so that we always have this little bit of safety distance. And here I can also tell him with this one that I don't want him to come. Yeah, he knows Spanish walk, so he was a little bit confused. That's the problem with a well-educated horse. He knows so many things, so he's asking, oh, is this what you want? With a young horse, you will definitely not have that problem. And now he's trying to walk a little bit into me, because this is a 14-year-old big baby. So he's saying, maybe there is a ghost somewhere out there, so I want to walk very close to you so you can save me. Now he's asking, are we going out? And I'm just telling him, no, not right now. And that's a good way of thinking about it, that the horse is always asking you questions. They say, okay, can I move you? And I say, no, thank you. He asks me, can we go out? No, we cannot. And if the horse is asking nice and gently, you answer nice and gently. If I now want to stop the horse, I take my energy in. I like breathing in the energy into myself, and I will stretch up myself in a little bit balance, like a half halt. And when I do this, you see my hand is because of my stretching of my body, straightening of my body. The hand will also move a little bit upwards. And that is the same thing that we will do later riding. So, oh, that was heavy work. So the aids that I'm using here is the aids that I will later use for stopping him riding, half halt, and later on piaffe. But now we are happy if we can ask him to start and stop, nice and gentle. So again, when I want him to walk, I am not walking before him, because if I'm running away here, I will leave him there. Now he's nice, so he will probably try to follow me anyhow. But I want to be with him, and that's the same when I'm riding later. I want to be one with the horse. We want to do the things together, as much synchronized as possible. So when I want him to walk here, I try to find a little bit of energy inside myself to tell him, no, we are going. And then I say, and then now he's walking into me, so I tell him that's not a good idea. And I keep my position here. And if I want more speed, I'm not speeding up. I ask him to speed up and then I follow him. And if I want him to slow down, I breathe. And I can use this one a little bit to do half holds. I breathe in. Very good. And then I relax and say, yeah, I know, you're a very good boy. You can do Spanish work. We are not doing that today. At least not now. And if I want to stop him here, I just do my half hold. I breathe in and stop. And when I want him to walk again, and I keep my position here. I'm not walking before him or after him, I'm walking together with him. If I want him to walk slowly, I breathe in and I walk slowly, and with this I can do some small half holds. And I ask him to walk and I keep my position here. Again, I breathe in, and you see he's stopping more or less only for me because I'm breathing. This is Spain in August and we have a lot of flies here, so he's doing a little bit of extra steps because of the flies. Now it's very important that we can do this from both sides. So now I do it very simple here. I just turn him around and I put myself on the other side. And for some horses, if they never done things, because we normally do things from the other side, they can be very, almost shocked. What are you doing on that side? I cannot do it from this side. This is very strange. What are you doing there? Many horses are, if not afraid of people on this side, at least skeptic. And many times they try to get you away from here by not walking or walking too fast or trying to turn, or they try to get you away from this side. So it's important that we start with a young horse to do, I want him to move a little bit more to the outside, that we start with a young horse from both sides and that we can do it as equal as possible from both sides. I try to keep my position here and then I breathe in and stretch myself, and you see I don't even need to pull here, but if he's not listening I need to use this one. But only by breathing in he will feel my hand going. I do it a little bit extra so you can see it, but only while I'm breathing in and stretch myself a little bit, this one will move and he will feel it exactly the same as he will feel the reins doing this when you're riding. I have this one here, so if he's not listening I can use this to make him walk. I start with, so you see he's so nice so I don't need it, but it's good that you have this little thing here so you can put energy in the horse if he doesn't have energy. Now he's asking, oh, are we going out or maybe eating trees, and I'm just asking, answering his question. So it's a good way of think about it. He's not like a bad horse, or he's not challenging me, or he's not like lazy. He's just asking a lot of questions. And sometimes the answer to the question is no thank you, and sometimes the answer to that question is oh yes please. And it's important that you don't punish him while he's asking questions, because when you want him to ask, oh, do you want a little bit of passage? Of course, I want that question. And if I punish him for asking questions when he is a little child, then of course he will not ask questions later in life, because he knows asking questions is very stupid. So then you will never have the good questions either.